In our bustling cities, a quiet crisis is unfolding. Former Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy has starkly highlighted loneliness and isolation as a profound public health concern, particularly affecting men. In an increasingly disconnected world, many men find themselves without vital support systems, leading to struggles with mental and emotional well-being. But in Philadelphia and other cities, a unique initiative, the ManKind Project, is confronting this very challenge head-on, creating a space where men can reconnect, find community, and rediscover their authentic selves.
So the ManKind Project is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. We got started in the early 80s. There were three gentlemen, Bill Kauth, Ron Herring, and Rich Tosi, who were involved in different types of men's programs and men's development stuff and personal development stuff with men and women. And Bill Kauth had a moment of clarity while he was at a feminist therapist conference in seeing a whole lot of women as therapists who were really radically supporting each other, who were leaning in, who were creating spaces for really deep kind of connection and self-awareness and kind of breaking stereotypes. And he kind of said, where is this for the men?
I was probably at the lowest point in my life and didn't know what to do with my life. I had constant grief that I didn't know how to live with.
At that time in my life, things were pretty much a flat line. I wasn't getting a lot of excitement out of any particular thing that I was doing, and it could be exciting.
Not feeling like safe to possess anger, for example, or even safe to assert myself, like a wound in like my masculinity.
So I was in the middle of a very dysfunctional divorce.
The founders came up with the idea of an adventure where they enter into an experience that is somewhat scripted and somewhat really consciously arranged to take men on a journey. And that journey is something that a lot of us, I did not get anywhere else in my life. This idea of going through a rite of passage, of going through an initiatory process that confronts me, that challenges my beliefs, that challenges the way that I make choices, that gets me to look at how I am responsible for my life, how I'm responsible for the choices that I make, and also gives a lot of men to see other men really confronting the burdens that they are carrying, really confronting the isolation, really confronting stuckness, really confronting the ways that their choices have gotten in the way, really confronting who they want to be in the world.
I took myself out of my comfort zone and did something that is not the kind of thing I would do.
Processes that I went through in the weekend, and I got an opportunity just to really let anything I wanted to say it. And I felt that I was heard.
An experience where I learned to trust men more than ever. I found an openness in my empathy as a person.
Men emerge strangers on Friday night, right? They get there, they arrive, they've never met anyone in this space, they've never participated in anything like this. They go through this process of a rite of passage, and by Sunday afternoon, we call each other brothers.
I went in on Friday evening very angry and lonely and discombobulated man. I didn't have any direction in my life. I was angry at the world. And I left on Sunday evening with a mission and a vision for my future.
Earliest mission statement for the ManKind Project was very simple: empowering men to missions of service. For 26 years, we have been awarding an award called the Ron Herring Award. The Ron Herring Award is awarded to men in communities for their service. In Philadelphia, there's a man named Jim Katona. Jim Katona has been involved in the ManKind project for a very long time. And one of the things that Jim Katona was involved with in Kensington was helping to get a large-scale mural on the side of a building that has the word respect on the side of the building.
So the acronym is: remember, everyone suffers painful experiences, communicate tenderly. It ended up on the wall at the Roost Street Garden of the Philadelphia Unknown nonprofit.
So his work in the community in Kensington helped to get that mural up on the wall and bring this forward, this idea of harmonious cooperation and respect in our communities.